Can you all hear me? Okay. My name is Lilia. I'm going to be performing How Teenage Girls Are Like Good Poems. A 12-year-old girl bounces through life like a limbic. Silly and playful and nursery rhyme, her world light with blissful unknown. Turning 13 is a dirge, a lament for the dead, mourning a life before periods and breasts, though innocence was the first to go. Before, I was a blank verse, but 13 taught me I was a witch that could pull languages out of boys they didn't know they could speak, as if my similes could swallow them whole and my metaphors could make men out of them. Teenage girls cast their spells as regular as a rhyme scheme just by fluttering our eyelids in anapestic meter. 14, a sonnet. One line for every time I got catcalled walking my dog down Beverly. See, at 14 years old, I waltzed down the street foot by foot, my rhythm steady and iambic, until yet another truck driver commented on my assonance. See, at 14 years old, I learned to stare back hard into the male gaze, daring it to cross me. 15 is the year of the Hazal, an exotic bird full of love and pain and loss. At 15, you need to fall in love with your own voice because nobody will ask you to speak your theme. Like a Hazal, 15-year-old girls will dare you to look them in the eye, and in the final stanza, call her by her name. If turning 16 in 2016 were a concrete poem, it would take the shape of my mother's lipstick on the ground being crushed beneath a heavy boot. Election day, 1 month after I blew out my 16 candles, I realized the man with 16 accusations of sexual harassment who bragged about grabbing women could become the president of our country. At 16, I remembered I was a witch, my life a ballad with the refrain, I grab back. Like good poems, teenage girls are sharp. Our wits cut deep like the scissors we use to cut crop tops out of everything and anything. Like good poems, teenage girls are just now learning to be heard, not just read over. Now I'm 17. 17 years, 17 syllables, a haiku 575. 5 years on this planet as both a teenager and a female, ready to walk into this world as a grown woman, not just because I look like one, because I want to. 7 months of marching into the causes I believe in and learning to love myself because there are so many more important things to resist. And 5 minutes on this stage. Just enough time to make a little bit of change in the world, or at least within myself. 18 and 19 are poems I have not yet written, but I hope they are odes instead of elegies, that my teenage years end less like a period and more like a semicolon, a prelude to a witchy future in which I am a poet enchantress and my truth cannot help but boil out of me. Thanks.